The case study that I will be addressing today is that of orality and literacy and the technologization of the word, and how orality and literacy, alongside the technologization of the word, has influenced culture. This can be seen through Walter J. Ong's 1985 theory of orality and literacy. Orality and literacy are defined as ways of communication. Orality is defined as the oral way of communication, and literacy is defined as the ability to read and write in order to communicate. However, modern-day societies have advanced and moved forward from communicating stories and traditions via orality or oral communication, and have instead learned and started to use literacy or writing to communicate things to each other. This is intrinsically linked to the evolution of technology and the technologization of the word and world. Through the technologization of cultures and countries, such as America or Australia, the word has had to become technologized in order to maintain communication across said cultures. Due to the word becoming technologized, it has made it easier for people from different cultures around the world to become connected, thus allowing many cultures and societies to advance and create a language wherein their ways of communication have become literate. However, although the word has become part of a technology, it has not completely superseded oral communication. People across all cultures, from the Japanese to the American culture, still communicate through the use of orality, which can be seen through the mediums of music. Thus, the technologization of the word has not only made it easier for people to communicate, but it has also allowed people to put more value onto spoken words. Through David Bradshaw's 2010 book on orality and literacy, it can be assumed that countries which have languages that do not have scripts can be described as an oral culture. There are cultures across the world, such as African tribes, that still use orality as their main form of communication due to their cultural beliefs and tradition. Throughout history, people and cultures have always been fearful of new technologies. Through Marius Nicora's 2013 article on ancient Greek philosopher Plato and his theory of writing, which discusses the startling paradox of death and its inherent association with writing. This links to Plato's belief of writing destroying memory. However, Plato's theory of writing is faulted, as in order for the people to understand and hear about his theory, Plato had to put his theory into writing. This shows us that writing has drastically influenced and played cultures across the world and throughout history. In conclusion, we are able to see that due to the technological advancements that cultures have made, in the ways in which people communicate with each other have been subjected to change. Cultures have moved away from primarily using orality as their main form of communication to being able to communicate through writing and the written word. However, this change has not completely superseded oral communication, which has allowed people to place even more value onto the words that are spoken to another.